Hi, welcome back to the farm. Well, today we're working on the zero turn. Gonna do a oil change on the hydrostatic drives. It's been slowing down on the sides of hills or going up a hill. So I think it's about time to change the oil filters on there and the oil. Should be a pretty simple procedure. Just take the tires off here so I can get to the oil filters that are under those covers right there. Take those covers off, and then I'll drain about 2 quarts of oil out of this side and then 2 quarts out of the other side. And then all we would have to do is just refill it with 2050 motor oil. There's a little vent screw up on the top side of the drive that you got to take out so any air that's in there gets out while you're filling it through the reservoir here. So let's take these wheels off and take a look. I got the wheel all off here, and I was able to get those little vent plugs loose. Most of them is the vent on the side, but this one here, that's where the line for the reservoir is hooked into, so I'm guessing I'll have to take the top plug out. Those are 1/4 inch Allens. Be careful you don't strip them out there, because that's going to be pretty hard to get onto there. Get those out there if anything happens. So the next thing is just to loosen up those oil filters there and let them drain out. Kind of blew them off so you don't get any dirt in it. And there's the little shield there that kind of keeps them from getting all dented up or anything like that. So we'll get that all drained out there, slap the new filters on it there, and then I'll take those plugs out there so it'll kind of breathe some of the air out of those. And there's the oil drained out of it there. And should look pretty black looking. I think it was time for an oil change on this. Now these are the ZT 2800 hydro gears. Pretty similar to the 3100 and the 3600. They're all basically the same. And this is on a white ZT54. This is a MTD one basically. And this is a 2008, and it hasn't ever been changed. So I guess it's about time to change the oil out for some new. So we'll get the new filter on this side, drain out the other side, put the filter on that, and then we'll fill up the reservoir until some oil starts coming out of that hole there, I guess. Got the plug out of it. And then we gotta purge the air after that. All that consists of is flipping the lever there for pushing it around by hand, and then just working the levers back and forth a few times. And then put it back in gear with the wheels off the ground, and then let them spin forward and backwards and stuff. So let's get that filter on and drain out the other side. And we got the filters on both sides here, and the cover's back on there. tighten those filters to 3/4 past where the gasket seats a little, just by hand. So now I'm gonna start filling up the reservoir there and watch the vent holes until the oil starts to come up to them, and then I'll put the plugs back in and then fill it up so that the reservoir is about 1/3 full. And I'm just using regular 20W50 to put into it. That's what it calls for. Then you can get the kits they sell there that has the filters and 5 quarts of oil. I just bought the filters and picked up some cheap oil. So let's put the oil in. I got all the oil into those fillers there, air vents. It's a lot easier just putting a long narrow funnel down in there and filling them up than what's coming up through the top here, because that's real slow. So you might want to just do that if you're going to change it. Just use a funnel. Fill these up first and then put the extra quart in up here. So now all I gotta do is purge the air out of the system. Well, now I got all the wheels back on it there. Got it off the jack. I bled all the air out of the system by disengaging the drives with a little hand lever and then moving the handles forward and backwards as it was running up in the air, and then put them back in drive again, and then doing it again a few times like that until it stops, until you stop hearing a whining sound out of them. That's how you know all the air is out of it. And then I filled up the reservoir, so it's about like a 1/3 full there, or maybe even half full. So I'm going to take it out for a mow, because the grass needs it, growing like wildfire. Thick too, especially in the wet spots around here. So I'll take it out for a mow, and then we'll see how it operates. Well, I finished up mowing. Got the mower all cleaned up, ready to go back in the barn right now. It seemed to help out a lot there, changing that oil out there. And you could really tell that it was pretty dirty. Had a lot more power turning and going on the sides of hills and going up the hills. But for now, it's going pretty good. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next video.